Chapter 1.5, Human Resource Information System. Subtopic 1.5.1, Meaning and Definition of HRIS. First, what does this heading mean? HR is equal Human Resource Information System. Let's break the heading into simple words. Meaning, what HRIS is and what it does. Definition, exact words or formal explanation by experts. What is HRIS? Simple explanation with emojis. HRIS is like a smart computer system that helps the HR department to manage all employee-related data in one place. It collects, stores, updates, and shows the data of employees and HR activities like salary info, job applications, promotions, attendance, training records. So, HRIS is like a digital helper for HR managers that saves time and reduces paperwork. Features of HRIS made easy with emojis. 1. Data storage. Stores employee details like name, role, salary, performance, etc. 2. Editing and updating. Allows HR to update or change old info easily. 3. Report generation. It can create various reports like salary report, leave report, performance report. Example, HR can quickly generate a report to check how many employees are due for promotion. 4. Helps in decision making. Managers use these reports to take better HR decisions like who should be promoted or who needs training. 5. Automation of HR work. It automates regular tasks like application tracking, leave balance, and reminders. Definitions. Made simple and clear. Walker says, HRIS is a step-by-step method to collect, save, manage, and check employee-related data needed by the organization. Boyett et al. Say, HRIS is mainly used to keep all employee data correct, complete, and updated so that it can be used for making reports and automating regular HR tasks. Real-life example. Imagine you're working as an HR officer at SBI Bank. A manager asks for a report of employees who completed training in the last 6 months. You don't need to check files manually. Just open HRIS, filter the training records, and print the report. This saves time and helps in fast decision-making. That's the power of HRIS. Key points to remember for exam. HRIS equals Human Resource Information System. Helps store, update, and manage employee data. Useful for reports, promotions, training, etc. Reduces manual work and increases accuracy. Helps HR make better decisions faster. Summary. HRIS is a computer-based system used in HR to manage everything related to employees, from hiring to retirement. It stores all employee data and generates reports that help in planning promotions, salaries, training, and more. It makes the HR work smoother, faster, and more efficient. How this helps in your future career. Interview GD tip. If someone asks you how HR technology helps in modern banking, confidently say, HRIS plays a crucial role in managing employee data and decisions quickly and accurately in large organizations like banks. In your job as a bank HR manager, you'll use HRIS to make fast, data-based decisions, track employee progress, and manage large staff efficiently. This shows leadership, tech knowledge, and HR professionalism. Everything a bank PO, HR officer, or manager must have. Shall we move to the next subtopic now? Just send the next concept text when you're ready. Absolutely. Let's break this down fully with emojis, easy language, bank-related examples, and quick summaries to make sure you understand everything like a real future HR manager. Main heading 1.5 Human Resource Information System, HRIS. First, what does need of HRIS mean? Need of HRIS simply means why HRIS is important and why companies shifted from manual work to computer systems for HR tasks. This part explains the problems faced in the old manual system and why HR departments needed to use modern technology like HRIS to work better, faster, and smarter. Hashtag 1.5.2 Need of HRIS. Easy explanation with emojis and examples. 1. Maintenance of manual record is difficult. Easy meaning. HR work needs lots of employee data for planning, audit, payroll, promotions, training, etc. But writing everything by hand in registers or Excel makes it hard to manage. Problem. Old manual systems can't give fast or correct information when needed. Example. Imagine you are an HR officer in SBI Bank. If a manager asks you how many employees are due for promotion next month, and you have to check 500 files manually, it will take days. But with HRIS, you get the answer in seconds. Key point: manual records equals slow, confusing. Shash 2. Clerical work is labor-intensive and costly. Easy meaning: writing and updating data daily, like leaves, attendance, transfers, takes a lot of effort and wastes time and salary of clerks. Problem: it's hard to keep everything updated because info keeps changing daily. Example: suppose you're the HR officer at a private bank. You must update 10 people's info daily. If you do this by hand, you'll need 2 clerks full-time, extra salary, and slow work. Key point: manual equals wastage of time plus money. 3. Prone to errors. Easy meaning: manual entry can easily have mistakes, numbers, spellings, wrong salary, etc. Problem: copying data from one file to another increases the chance of mistakes. Example: if you wrongly enter an employee's leave record in a bank and later that affects their promotion or salary, it could create a serious issue for HR. Key point: manual equals more mistakes equals less trust in data. 4. Disorganized arrangement of information. Easy meaning: different departments keep data in their own style, so when HR needs one report, they have to collect bits and pieces from many places. Problem: no central place to get all info together. Example: you are a new HR officer in Bank of Baroda. Your boss says, "Get me the list of employees who did training last year." But training records are with training debt, and employee data is with admin debt. You'll waste 2 days collecting this info. Key point: manual equal info spread out equals no single source. Manual data analysis is time-consuming. Easy meaning: if you need to make a report or find patterns, doing it manually takes forever. Problem: reports become outdated before they are ready. Example: your bank wants a report of how many female employees got promoted last year. If you're checking all files manually, it could take a whole week, but in HRIS, it takes just a click. Key point: manual equals slow analysis, no quick decision-making. Summary in simple words, with emojis. Manual HR systems were slow, costly, full of errors, messy, and time-wasting. So modern companies like banks now use GRIS to work fast, smart, and stay organized. How this helps you in real life and interviews. In interviews, they may ask, why do companies need HRIS? You can explain with these 5 strong points. In group discussions, you can say, in today's world, HR can't rely on manual records. HRIS is essential for accuracy and speed. In bank internships or HR job, you'll often use software for payroll, recruitment, or training. Understanding this concept will help you look smart and confident. As a future HR manager, you'll make decisions. HRIS helps you get accurate reports fast, so your decisions will be quick and correct. Whenever you're ready, send me the next concept, and I'll continue. Absolutely. Let's dive into this concept with your full instructions in mind. You're learning about 1.5.3 Objectives of HRIS. Meaning of objectives. These are the main goals or purposes of using an HRIS, Human Resource Information System. In simple words, why do we even use HRIS in a company? Let's understand each objective of HRIS in easy way. 1. To improve HR's capability to face business challenges. Simple explanation. HRIS helps the HR team react quickly to changes in the company or outside the market, like new rules, tech changes, or workforce problems. Example. Imagine you are an HR officer in SBI Bank. There's a sudden rule from RBI to change training programs. With HRIS, you can update and inform all employees quickly. Key point. HRIS makes HR more flexible and smart. 2. To store and share HR information digitally. Simple explanation. HRIS is like a digital locker. It keeps all employee details safely and lets HR share them easily with others. Example, you don't have to search piles of papers to find a clerk's promotion history in a bank. Just type the name in HRIS. Key point, digital data means fast access and less stress for HR. To create a central HR information hub. Simple explanation. HRIS becomes a single center where all employee data is stored. Everyone with permission can access what they need. Example, a branch manager in SBI wants to know which employees are trained in cybersecurity. They check the HRIS system and get the data immediately. Key point, one platform, easy access for everyone. Example, to combine all HR functions in one system. Simple explanation. HRIS brings together all HR tasks, like payroll, training, recruitment, into one connected system. Example, if you promote a staff member, the system updates their salary, benefits, and new role automatically. Key point, everything in one place, more control, less mistakes. To help in quick decision making. Simple explanation. HRIS provides correct and quick data, which helps HR managers make faster and better decisions. Example, you want to decide which bank branch needs more clerks. HRIS shows you vacancy data instantly. Key point, quick decisions equals better management. 6, to save HR time using employee self-service. Employees can check their salary slips, leave balance, or training schedule by themselves. No need to ask HR every time. Example, as an HR in SBI, you won't get 20 calls a day asking, how many leaves do I have left? They check ESS. Key point, ESS, less workload for HR, more time for important tasks. 7, to reduce costs and increase accuracy. Simple explanation. HRIS removes the need for manual records, which cost money and time. It also reduces human errors. Example, in a private bank, if one wrong entry is made in salary records manually, it may cost lakhs in errors. HRIS avoids this. Key point, save money plus increase data quality to help in future planning and policymaking. Simple explanation. HRIS helps you see current trends and plan for future needs, like hiring, training, or promotions. Example, as HR manager, if your bank is opening 50 new branches next year, HRIS shows which regions lack staff. You plan hiring smoothly. Key point, HRIS equals strong foundation for future HR strategy to check HR demand and supply and growth. Simple explanation, HRIS shows whether you have more staff or less staff than needed. It also helps track who is ready to be promoted or trained. Example, as an HR officer in a regional SBI office, you see there are 10 more clerks than needed in one branch and 5 short in another. You balance it. Key point, HRIS equals balanced workforce to guide in big strategic decisions. Simple explanation, HRIS helps HR take part in important company decisions like restructuring, handling extra employees, redundancy, or choosing people for new tech projects. Example, if SBI plans to introduce AI tools, HRIS shows which staff have technical skills so you decide who needs training or replacement. Key point, HRIS makes HR a part of big decisions, not just small tasks. Summary, HRIS equals digital brain for HR. It stores, manages, and shares employee info easily, saves time, cost, and effort, helps in fast decisions and future planning, makes HR powerful, strategic, and data-driven. How this helps you in banking and real HR work. As an HR officer in SBI or any bank, you'll manage a huge number of employees. You'll need accurate data, fast responses, future planning, and less errors. And it may ask, how can HRIS help in training, planning, or promotions? Now you know. In group discussion, you can say, HRIS is not just a tool, it is the mind of modern HR. It makes HR smart and strategic. In internship real work, you will use HRIS to handle data, evaluate workforce needs, and support decision-making, just like a real HR head. Awesome! You're doing great in mastering human resource management, HRM, step by step. Let's now move to your next concept, 1.5.4 Components of HRIS. What does components mean? Components are the main parts or building blocks of HRIS. Like organs in the human body or parts in a machine, they all work together to make the system run smoothly. In this topic, we will learn how HRIS works through 5 key components, like a step-by-step journey of HR data inside the system. Let's understand all components in a simple way with emojis and examples. 1. Input, collecting information. Simple explanation. This is the starting point. All important info related to employees, name, age, salary, job role, company policies, etc., is collected and entered into the system. Example, as an HR officer in SBI Bank, you collect new employee details like Aadhaar, PAN, training details, branch location, etc., and input that into HRIS. Extra point. Before entering, you ask when to collect the data, where to collect it from, how to collect it, then you verify and validate it. Check for mistakes. Key point. Input equals first step of feeding HRIS with valuable data. To control, checking accuracy. Simple explanation. This is like a quality check. The system has tools, validation tables, to check if the data entered is correct and complete. Example, if an SBI branch enters an employee's date of birth as 1998-13-40, the HRIS will show an error because it's invalid. Key point. Control equals catches errors to keep HRIS clean and reliable. Transformation, processing the data. Simple explanation. Now the HRIS uses software programs to process the data. It decides what to do with the information and how to update it. Example, you promote a probationary officer to assistant manager. The system updates the job title, new salary, and benefits, all automatically. Extra tip. Old data is not deleted. It's kept safely for future use, like performance analysis or promotions. Key point. Transformation equals the brain of HRIS that works behind the scenes, getting useful reports. Simple explanation. Now comes the result. HRIS gives back useful reports that help HR do their job better, like charts, summaries, and lists. Example, you need a report of how many female employees are in South Zone SBI branches. HRIS gives you the answer in seconds. Key point. Output equals final goal of HRIS, giving ready-to-use info. 5. Feedback. Improve the system. Simple explanation. After output, feedback helps improve HRIS. If something is missing, incorrect, or outdated, changes can be made to make the system better. Example, an employee reports their job role is still showing as trainee even after being confirmed. HR gives feedback and HRIS updates it. Key point, feedback equals keeps the system accurate and updated always. Summer HRIS works like a machine. Input goes in, output comes out. It has 5 main parts: input, control, transformation, output, and feedback. Each part ensures that HR gets clean, useful, and timely information. It helps HR become faster, smarter, and more organized. How this helps you in bank HR and career. As an HR officer in a bank like SBI, you will input new joiner data or training info. Control if data is correct to avoid salary or leave errors. Transform that info to update promotions or benefits. Output reports to senior managers or RBI audits. Feedback if the system isn't working right. Interview tip. If asked, how does HRIS function? You can confidently say, HRIS works in 5 steps, from data entry to final reports, including checking and feedback. As an HR in banking, this system helps ensure accurate employee data and smooth HR operations. Keep it up. You're truly building the mindset of a smart, strategic HR specialist. Send me the next concept. Main heading meaning before we begin. 1.5.5 Steps in implementing HRIS. This simply means the process to follow to successfully install and start using the Human Resource Information System in a company or bank. Just like we plan step-by-step to launch a new mobile app or build a house, HRIS also needs proper planning and steps to work smoothly. Now let's break this down in a super simple, emoji-rich, and exam-friendly way just for you. To 1. Inception of idea. This is the first spark. Someone realizes we need an HRIS. An initial report is made to show why HRIS is needed and how it will help. Example, as an HR officer in a bank, you notice it's taking a lot of time to track leave records manually, so you suggest installing HRIS to save time and avoid errors. 2. Feasibility study. Check if HRIS is worth it or not. Is it affordable? Will it give good results? Is it better than the current system? This study gives facts and figures to help the management decide. Example, you calculate that HRIS will save 40% of admin time every month. Now that the idea is approved, you need a smart team to work on it. Include HR people, test IT people. Example, you as an HR executive in SBI team up with the bank's IT officer to handle the project. 4. Statement of requirements. Write down exactly what the HRIS should do, which reports it should generate, what kind of data will be entered, who will enter and access it. This helps in building a system that matches the actual HR needs. 5. Vendor analysis. Compare different software providers, vendors. Choose the one that gives best value at lowest cost. Example, you compare TCS, Oracle, and SAP for best HRIS for your bank branch. Star 6, package contract negotiation. Now, finalize the deal with the selected vendor. Discuss price, delivery date, support, training, etc. Just like buying a new system for your home, make sure all services are included. 7. Training. First, train your internal HRIS team. Then they train other departments. Think of it like train the trainer program. Example, you as project head attend vendor training and then teach your HR team. All right, tailoring the system. Customize HRIS to suit your organization's specific needs. Make small changes or add on programs without disturbing the main software. This avoids bugs or errors later. 9. Collecting the data. Now, collect employee info like name, salary, job role, etc., and feed it into the system. Make sure the data is correct and updated. 10. Testing the system. Run the system and check if it is working properly. See if the results match what you expected. Example, you test if salary slip generation and leave records are working well. Stash 11. Starting up. Official launch, but avoid peak time like bonus season so you can focus without stress. Errors might still come up, so be alert. 12. Running in parallel. Run old system plus new HRIS side by side for some time. This helps compare and manage issues without stopping work. Example, in SBI, you run old Excel sheets and new HRIS reports together for 1 month. 13. Maintenance. Keep checking the system. Maintain it regularly, protect the data, and train new employees. It takes time for HR staff to feel confident using the system. 14. Evaluation. After some months, evaluate the system. Is it giving results as expected? Are employees comfortable using it? Take corrective steps if needed. Remember, even if it's not 100% perfect at first, it improves over time. Summary for quick revision. HRIS implementation, step-by-step plan to install and run HRIS. Starts with idea, ends with evaluation. Focus on training, data, testing, and maintenance. Helps HR officers manage employee data easily and make better decisions. How this helps in real life and interviews. Interview cues. Can you explain steps to implement an HRIS? Now you can confidently explain with examples like SBI or any private bank. In group discussions, you can say how digital systems like HRIS improve transparency and reduce manual errors. As HR officer in a bank, you will use or help implement HRIS to manage employee records, attendance, salary, transfers, etc. As HR manager in future, you will lead a team to select and customize HR systems. This topic helps you understand how to manage it smoothly. Ready for the next concept? Just send it one by one, and I'll explain it in the same clear, simple, and emoji-filled way. Awesome! You're doing an excellent job by studying concept by concept with full clarity. Let's now break down. Main heading 1.5.6, Importance of HRIS. Meaning before we begin. Importance simply means why something is useful or valuable. So here we are learning why HRIS, Human Resource Information System, is so important for HR work in companies and banks. HRIS equals a computer-based system that helps HR people like you, future HR officer in a bank, to store, manage, and use employee-related information fast, safely, and smartly. Now let's begin with each point, one by one, full of emojis, real-life examples, and HR understanding. Hash 1, using human resources properly. Simple meaning, HRIS helps you use your employees' time, skills, and efforts in the best possible way, without confusion or repeating work. Example, you are an HR officer at SBI Bank. 2 employees are unknowingly working on the same task. With HRIS, you can check their work record and stop duplication. This saves time and improves performance. Key benefit, no duplication. Best use of employee skills. 2, managing ample data. Simple meaning. HRIS handles huge employee data like name, salary, training, leave within seconds. It works like a super fast record keeper. Example. As HR officer at HDFC Bank, you need to access 1,000 employees' leave records. With HRIS, you do it in 2 seconds instead of checking physical files. Key benefit: fast retrieval, accurate and organized records, no manual errors. 3. Minimizing labor cost. Simple meaning. HRIS reduces the need for many HR staff doing the same task, so cost of salary and time is saved. Example. Earlier, 3 HR staff were hired just to manage recruitment manually. Now, as an HR officer in Axis Bank, you use an applicant tracking system, ATS. It does the job faster and cheaper. Key benefit: less HR manpower needed, saves recruitment cost, time saved in routine work. 4. Speedy and effective HR decisions. Simple meaning. HRIS helps managers take quick and smart decisions using built-in options and reports. Example. As an HR officer in ICICI Bank, your branch needs to promote an employee. HRIS gives performance data instantly, so you decide the best candidate within minutes. Key benefit: timely decisions, best solutions in critical times. 5. Improved monitoring and control over employees. Simple meaning. HRIS helps HR managers to watch and guide employees better without standing over them. Example. At your Kotak Mahindra Bank branch, H shows that an employee has come late 5 times in a month. So you send an alert. No need to follow him every day. Key benefit: saves supervision time, improves employee discipline. 6. Confidentiality and security. Simple meaning. HRIS keeps employee data safe and private. Only authorized persons can see it. Example. As an HR manager at SBI, you keep salary details protected with a password. No junior staff can access it. Key benefit: protects private data, prevents misuse or leaks. 7. Anytime, anywhere access. Simple meaning. With HRIS, you can access employee info from mobile or laptop anytime, even from home. Example. You're an HR officer working from home on Sunday. Your manager calls and asks for training data. You open HRIS from your mobile and send it instantly. Key benefit: flexible access, emergency data available on time. 8. Focus on strategic activities. Simple meaning. HRIS handles boring routine work, like attendance, so you can focus on planning, decisions, and HR strategy. Example. As HR manager in Canara Bank, HRIS handles daily reports. You now use that free time to plan a branch-wide training program to improve skills. Key benefit: more time for important planning, helps in growth and innovation. 9. Better statutory compliance. Simple meaning. HRIS ensures all legal HR rules are followed, like PF, ESI, leave policy. If rules are missed manually, it may create legal issues. Example, in Bank of Baroda, a junior HR forgot to apply the leave rule, but HRIS auto-applied the correct law and saved the bank from a legal penalty. Key benefit: avoids legal trouble, ensures 100% compliance. Quick revision for exam. HRIS equals digital brain of HR. It helps in better use of employees, saves cost, avoids duplication. It ensures quick decisions, legal compliance, and secure data. Managers can plan big things instead of just doing small repetitive tasks. Easy access anytime, even from outside the office. How it helps in real life and interviews. In HR interviews for bank jobs like SBI IBPS, you may get a question like, what are the benefits of HRIS? How would you use HRIS as an HR officer? Now you can confidently answer with examples from your bank role. In group discussions, you can say, in modern banks, HRIS is a must to reduce cost and ensure timely promotions or tracking. In real work as HR officer manager in a bank, you'll use HRIS for everything from leave records to salary processing. You'll save time and make better employee-related decisions. You'll handle legal matters smoothly.